So get excited to this introduction to TrueLearn. This is a platform that you can create quizzes based on the NBCOT format to help our students prepare for taking their exam. So your profile should look very similar to mine. Likely you won't see faculty on yours because I am an administrator, but you should see performance, you should see groups, quizzes, assessments, reports, questions. So this cannot be integrated with Moodle, which is kind of a con, but overall, I think this is going to be great for our students. So you can embed this however you choose to in your course. Pre-lab work, during lab work, post-lab work, you can incorporate it into your exams. You can make it just your exams. So there's a lot of ways that you can use this platform. So this front page is the performance. So once the students have purchased their subscription and they start to take quizzes, you can track their performance to see how they're doing. And there's a lot of cool things that you can see. The data that you're seeing right now is the data from our administrator, the TrueLearn administrator, as she was playing with and showing me stuff. So this is not from our students yet. But it will show you their performance with how often they change a question, the answer to a question, or how long they spend on a question. So it just gives you a lot of really great data so that we can help them be successful with their exam. So how do you use it? There are here on the side, so you can build quizzes, and you can build quizzes as a standalone quiz. You can build quizzes as like a low stakes, quiz to test their knowledge. You can do a higher stakes exam sort of format. You could do a quiz in lab or before you meet for a synchronous or asynchronous session. You could make this an assignment. So if you give them a question and they have to tell you why an answer is correct or why an answer is not correct, give their rationale. So there's a lot of things that you could do with this. I have created some folders for us that you can create quizzes in. So I created these different quizzes for me for my lab. So when they come to class on Friday, once I make the quiz active, they'll get an email and then they open it up and they can take the quiz. If they don't have TrueLearn by Friday, I can kind of show it on the board or like show it as a cast it on the screen. This is just a demo quiz that I created that just pulled 10 questions into a quiz. So since this is my view of it, I could see what the question is, what the correct answer is, and the bottom line to why the answer is correct. I can some of these have like a rationale as to why the question is not a rationale, like little videos that explain why the question is correct and giving them answers that way. They can save information and keep it in like a notes tab so that they can go back later on and see why to help them with their learning and with their studying. There is an option when they set up the system that they get a weekly question based on their performance. So maybe it's a question that they got wrong initially and TrueLearn will just send them a question that they then have to answer. So that's a pretty fun thing, because the research does show after 3 days we start to forget things. So this keeps things in their mind. I've started playing with tagging things. So I have been going through and tagging questions based on content or based on a class. Let's see if I can show you that questions. Let me see. I can't remember how to find the tags, but I'll figure that out. And you can also bookmark questions that you want to come back to later. There's just so many really cool things that you can do with this. Reports, the assessments, TrueLearn creates one 180 question assessment based on the format of the NBCOT exam. So this is, and all of those questions are reserved. They're not given to the students. So they can take that later on in the year to prepare themselves for their exam. They can do self-generated quizzes, so that might be another way to do a low-stakes assessment of their knowledge. Like they have to create a quiz on their own or based on a topic, and then they have to answer those questions and submit their answers to you for grading or for not grading, maybe as a lab, as prep for lab. So this is just a very brief overview. I'm going to send out a little doodle to see when people are available so that we can sit down and go through this together. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you all soon.